I play a character called Торин, Oakenshield, son of Thrain, son of Thror, the last king under the mountain. There's a direct descent from the royal line, which is myself, Thorin, and Philly and Killy, who are nephews by my sister.
He's my mother's brother, my uncle.
So they would be in line to the throne. They're like the new hope.
Philly and Killy, at your service.
Philly is the older of the two, so Philly really is being groomed by Thorin to be the next in line, the warrior.
I think Philly especially, he feels that weight of responsibility about potentially what he may become. He is the older one, so he feels a little bit protective of his younger brother.
Killy is the cheeky, the more audacious kind of guy.
I said, drop him.
He's up for fun and he's up for smashing a few heads. They're the youngest, so they can find the funny side of it.
You think a night raid by orcs is a joke?
Thorin is someone that they aspire to be like and somebody they really want to impress.
They don't have a father. The father died on the battlefield, probably fighting next to Thorin, so he's kind of taking the place of a father figure.
He has a lot of respect for Thorin, and it has become like a fatherly type relationship.
But he can't really be a father to them. He can be a king, he can be a leader, but he can't really father them, but he does try.
They've heard a lot of Thorin over the years, a lot of stories of heroic fighters and triumphant leaders and such, and I guess Thorin sort of fits in to that mould.
Thorin is a proud, cantankerous, quite an angry, burdened man. I think he's been hardened by life, so his outer shell is pretty impenetrable.
You ask me to seek out the very people who betrayed my grandfather.
The dragon sickness is something which Thorin watched his grandfather suffer from. It's a kind of addiction to gold. It's not for sure that Thorin will be susceptible to it, but I think he has a massive fear that it will. His father, Thrain, has disappeared. He went 100 years ago on the same quest and hasn't returned. He's probably dead, and Thorin takes on that mantle to go and reclaim his gold.
It was given to me by your father. My Thrain.
It's their untold destiny to travel to the Lonely Mountain and to reclaim their lost treasure and their lost homestead. They realise, certainly when they get to Bag End, that they're going to be the guys kind of holding down the fort.
Careful with these, I just had them sharpened. Philly's got the two swords and he's a warrior.
They're the youngest and the fittest and his best fighters.
And so I guess they want to prove that to Thorin, and what better time to do it than now?